Ronja and the Luminous Flower of Knowledge. In a dense, lively forest, there lived a young, curious owl named Ronja. She wasn't like the other owls, who were content to rest in their tree hollows and hunt at night. Ronja spent her days exploring the forest, asking questions and pondering the mysteries of the world. Her curiosity was known throughout the forest. The old deer told tales of her endless questions about the growth of trees, while the foxes chuckled, recalling how Ronja had tried to understand the concept of being fox-clever. The marmot, often finding his midday nap interrupted by Ronja's inquiries, often grumbled that she was too curious for her own good. However, one day, as sunbeams pierced through the thick canopy, Ronja discovered a mysterious, glowing flower she had never seen before. Its petals shimmered in all the colors of the rainbow and emitted a gentle hum that vibrated in the air. Driven by her curiosity, Ronja approached the flower, seeking its secret. The luminous flower spoke. "You are not the first to be drawn to my appearance, but you are the first brave enough to directly address me." Ronja blinked in surprise and asked, "What kind of flower are you, and why do you glow so?" The flower smiled. "I am the flower of knowledge. I glow for those who truly wish to know. For every genuine quest for understanding, I provide an answer." Ronja's eyes sparkled with excitement. This was her chance to get answers to all the questions she had. However, she quickly realized that true knowledge does not just arise from curiosity, but also from understanding when to ask and when to simply observe and learn. Days passed, and Ronja visited the Flower of Knowledge daily. With every question she posed, she received answers that surpassed her imagination. From the mysteries of the universe to the tiniest wonders of the forest, she learned much. Yet with each visit, she noticed the glowing colors of the flower dimmed slightly. Worried, she asked one day, "Flower of Knowledge, why is your glow fading? Have I done something wrong?" The flower smiled weakly and replied, "Every time you ask a question, I give a piece of myself to provide you the answer. But fear not. This is my purpose." Ronja felt guilty and decided to give something back to the flower. She asked the animals of the forest, collected water from the purest springs, and sang songs under the moonlight to delight the flower. But nothing seemed to help. One day, the wise old snake of the forest came to her. "Ronja," it whispered, "true knowledge means not just taking, but also understanding. You've received so many answers from the flower, but what have you truly learned?" Ronja pondered and realized that while she had gathered many facts and tales, she hadn't truly grasped what they meant or how they fit into the bigger picture. "That's your answer," said the snake. "Not all knowledge comes from asking. Sometimes we just need to be in the world and experience it to understand." With a renewed understanding, Ronja returned to the Flower of Knowledge. Instead of posing questions, she simply sat, observing and listening to the forest around her. She felt how everything was interconnected and how she was part of this magnificent web of life. After some days, she noticed that the Flower of Knowledge glowed brightly once more. Ronja had learned that while curiosity is valuable, true knowledge and understanding come from balancing inquiry with just being. Years passed, and Ronja, once a young and impulsive owl, became a wise guardian of the forest. The animals who once chuckled at her boundless curiosity now sought her counsel and wisdom. She had the reputation of knowing both the deepest secrets of the universe and the simple joys of the forest. Despite her newfound wisdom, Ronja regularly visited the Flower of Knowledge. But instead of coming with questions, she now came just to be in its presence and feel the harmony of the forest. One day, when a young, curious fox with twinkling eyes and countless questions approached her, Ronja smiled and led him to the glowing flower. "Here," she said, "is where I learned that true knowledge comes both from asking and from listening." The young fox, awed by the flower's radiant beauty, understood immediately. He sat beside Ronja, and together they listened to the tales of the wind, the babbling of the waters, and the whisper of the leaves. Ronja knew that the cycle of learning and understanding would continue long after she was gone. The flower of knowledge would always shine for those who both asked questions and cherished silence. And so, in the eternal balance of curiosity and understanding, the forest continued to flourish, preserving its mysteries and tales for all willing to listen. The moral of the story: true knowledge arises not just from asking, but also from listening and understanding. In the balance between curiosity and patience lies hidden wisdom. Though our story ends here, the magic continues in the next adventure. Stay excited for what lies ahead.